The CEO of OpenAI recently predicted that the first $1 billion company is on the horizon, powered entirely by artificial intelligence. Think about that for a second. One individual running what used to take hundreds, maybe thousands of staff. If all this is possible, then surely you can use the same technology to create something much smaller, but still life-changing. Imagine building a business that brings in $10,000 per month, enough to quit your job, pay your bills, and ultimately give you freedom back over your time. Well, that's what we're talking about today. If you're new here, my name is Josh, and over the last couple of years, I've been experimenting with implementing AI into real businesses, sometimes succeeding, sometimes failing, but always learning. I've built automations for local companies, tested different service models, and discovered what really works when you're starting from scratch. What I want to share with you today is a clear, structured blueprint. It doesn't matter if you're not technical, and it certainly doesn't matter if you've never started a business before. If you can follow a structured plan, this can work for you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to sell, who to sell it to, and the step-by-step path to landing your first paying client. And more importantly, you'll see how to shift from grinding away to actually designing a business that works with less of you. Before I hand you the blueprint, I want to zoom out for a moment. Every few decades, something happens that changes the game for individuals like us. First it was the personal computer, then came the internet, connecting those computers and making it possible to build global businesses from a bedroom. And now we're at the third great shift, AI. AI is a multiplier. It lets one person perform like a team of 100. And this matters because wealth has always come from leverage. You see, the rich got ahead because they had people working for them. They had capital invested for them, and they had systems running on their behalf. For the first time, those levers are in your hands. AI is your digital laborer, your coder, your writer, your designer, your strategist. That's why this moment is so important. The typical 9-to-5 model is cracking, and the power is shifting into your hands if you're ready to take it. So how do you actually take advantage of this? Well, I like to think of it as a blueprint. Every strong structure starts with one. And this blueprint has 4 essential parts: a clear destination, an engine that gets you there, a playbook you can follow step by step, and momentum that keeps you moving forward. Once you understand those 4 parts, the rest is simply execution. Let's start with the destination. The target is $10,000 a month. But why this number? Because for most people, that's enough to quit the job, pay the bills, and actually have breathing space. But here's what makes it achievable. You don't need hundreds of customers. You don't even need 20. To reach that number, all you really need is 4 paying clients, paying $2,500 a month. 4. When you think about it like that, the mountain becomes a hill. You're not trying to build the next Google. You're simply finding 4 businesses, helping them solve a painful problem, and they're paying you well for it. That's your freedom number. Now that we know where we're going, let's talk about the engine that will get us there. A lot of make money online gurus will push you down the path of starting a micro SaaS product or starting a course. The reality is the micro SaaS product is very difficult. You have to have hundreds of paying customers just to scrape by. And while starting a course, you need an audience to sell to. So if you don't have technical experience and you don't have an existing audience, this is not the fastest route to take. The engine we'll use is much simpler, an AI automation service, but not a general service where you try and do everything. The smarter approach is to become known for one specific solution delivered to one type of business. That way you'll learn the system once and deliver it over and over again, and position yourself as the expert in the space. So what kind of services can you actually offer these people? Well, let me walk you through 5 of the best services that I've actually sold in my agency myself. First, the speed to lead system. You see, businesses lose money every single day because they simply don't respond to new inquiries quickly enough. Someone fills in a form or calls after hours, and by the time they get back, the customer's already chosen someone else. With a simple automation, you can solve this problem for them. You can make sure every inquiry gets a reply in under a minute. This is actually the #1 solution that I've sold in my agency over the last 2 years. Second, the AI booking bot. Picture a hairdresser, a plumber, or a cleaner who doesn't have time to answer calls all day. With a WhatsApp or SMS assistant, customers can book appointments 24/7. The bot checks availability, confirms the slot, and syncs with the calendar automatically. Meaning that these service businesses don't have to touch their phone. The AI can handle the entire booking process completely for them, while they get on with running their business and doing what they do best, which is cutting hair, mowing lawns, doing services. Third is the social media DM assistant. Local businesses get countless messages daily on Facebook and Instagram. How much do you charge? What time are you open? Can I book? Instead of letting those pile up, an AI assistant can handle them, answer common questions, and guide people straight into booking directly onto the person's calendar. Fourth is the AI receptionist, and the AI receptionist is seeing extreme demand at the moment. I'm seeing businesses switch from actual receptionists to AI agents, because why pay a real receptionist $80,000 a year when you can pay an AI agency $2,500 a month to implement this AI solution for you? It can do the exact same thing that a real human can do, but for a fraction of the price. So the companies that actually choose to go the AI voice receptionist instantly see a $60,000 reduced cost year on year. But besides that, for small businesses that can't afford a full-time staff member, this is huge. A virtual receptionist answers calls, gives information, and even books jobs day and night. And finally, a system that I find most people overlook, a review and reputation builder. After every completed job, your automation follows up with the customer asking for a Google or Facebook review. Reviews boost local rankings and make your client look like the obvious choice in their area. More reviews equal more business, and your system quietly drives that in the background. And to back all of this up, studies have shown that 90 to 95% of customers read online reviews before making a purchase or using a service. Now here's the best part. You don't need to be a coder or have years of technical experience to build any of these. Tools like N8N and Make let you drag and drop to connect pieces together. And the value here is clear. Imagine a roofer misses 2 calls a day. Each job is worth $2,500. If your system recovers even just 1 job a week, that's thousands saved each month. Paying you $600, $800, even $2,500 suddenly feels cheap. That's why this engine works. So we've got the destination and we've got the engine, but how do we actually get those first 4 paying clients? This is where I see many people overcomplicate things. They spend months building these fancy websites, posting this content to Facebook nobody sees, or burning money on ads that they don't need to. You don't need any of that in the beginning. The simplest playbook is cold email. Now look, I know cold email has a bit of a reputation. People imagine spammy blast emails getting lost in people's inboxes, but that's not what I'm talking about. Because if done properly, cold email can be one of the most powerful forms of leverage. You write a campaign once and it speaks to hundreds of businesses every single day. With AI tools, you can personalize each message and even draft your follow-ups. It's like having a sales team on autopilot. The trick is knowing who to target. You see, don't waste your time chasing e-commerce brands or digital agencies. These companies are already ahead of the curve. You need to be targeting companies that have no idea about AI and are late to AI adoption. These businesses are still years behind, and if you show them what's possible with AI, they'll lose their mind. So here's how this plays out. You pick 2 or 3 niches, you build a list of leads, either manually or with tools like Apollo, then you send short, clear messages that focus on their pain points, not on you. Something as simple as, "Hi John, I noticed you cover the Perth area. Many firms lose businesses when calls go unanswered after hours. I built a system that replies instantly by text and books jobs straight onto your calendar. Do you want me to send a quick demo?" Roofers might jump at the receptionist, plumbers might jump at the booking bot, and saloons maybe at the review system. Once you find what sticks, you're then going to double down. And once you've got one under the belt, getting the second is 10 times easier once you've got some credibility. Now that's how you get to 4 paying clients super fast. Now here's where the game changes and the switch flips. At first, yes, you'll be the worker. You'll build all the systems, onboard the clients, send emails, and handle the moving parts. But as soon as you've got a few clients, your role needs to shift. You stop being the worker and you become the architect. You see, the architect doesn't ask, how do I do this task? The architect asks other questions. Questions like, how do I make sure this task gets done without me? And the answer, of course, is AI. You use it to automate your proposals, template your onboarding, generate your reports. You build processes that run in the background. Little by little, you design a business that works even when you're not at the keyboard. That's how you scale from 4 to 10 clients, from $10,000 to $25,000 a month. So how does this look like in practice? Well, I'm going to give you a quick 90-day breakdown. In your first 30 days, you learn one system end to end, build a demo, send 1,000 emails, and land your first client. By day 60, you've templated that system, added a second or third client, and automated simple reports. By day 90, you've hit 4 clients, streamlined your onboarding, and started sharing one piece of content each week to build authority and attract referrals. That's the playbook, a clear destination to $10,000 a month, an engine powered by AI automation, a playbook of cold outreach to land those first paying clients, and momentum created from shifting your mindset from worker to architect. The opportunity is wide open, but like opportunities, they don't last forever. Thousands of people are already jumping in. If you're serious about this, the best time to start is now. I'm currently working on a starter kit to give you guys the resources and the templates to move fast. So if you're serious about this massive opportunity right now, let me know down below, and when the resources are available, I'll let you know. And that's it for today's video. If you guys managed to get some value, please like and subscribe as it helps me out more than you know. And drop a comment about which niche you would like to target, and I'll give you one free tip to get you started. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.